everyone. My name is Tatjana Geschwil. I'm part of the global retail team at SAP, and I'm happy to welcome Kim Kragelund, Business Process Manager for Supply Chain at Salling Group, to talk about resilient supply networks. So Kim, please tell us a little bit about the business of Salling Group and your role there as a Business Process Manager for Supply Chain.
Well, Salling Group is Denmark's biggest retailer. We cover a broad range of concepts like hypermarkets, supermarket, discounts, online, non-food, as well as food. We have home delivery and we have meal boxes. Our brands are in Denmark, but also for our discount brand Netto, we are in Germany and Poland. We cover a broad range of products from ultra fresh to non-food and textiles. Our focus area this year is to include our new business in Poland after the acquisition of Tesco Poland, and to nail our launch of food home delivery, and of course still continue to develop the current business. I am placed in IT, and my job is to secure that business has the IT solution within supply chain that is required. We consider our systems within supply chain to be paramount to achieve a competitive advantage. From IT, we coordinate closely with business to achieve this.
Well, 2020 has been a year of unique challenges. Looking back now, what would have helped you at the beginning of the pandemic?
The impact on our supply chain has, of course, been extreme. From the initial hoarding effects on toilet paper, canned foods, sugar, to our more long-term changes. Some effects stable, but also some effects that changes almost day to day. So in terms of what I would have wished for, I would say even better analytics and exception reporting for the central users in supply chain that often need to take decisions with potential big impact within hours.
So how did you cope with the changes in demand?
Well, seen from my chair in IT, our forecast and replenishment system has remained the strong backbone in this period of uncertainty. But F&R has been combined with a higher rate of manual adjustments, especially from our central supply chain departments, but also in certain cases in the stores.
And looking back again, how did customer shopping behavior change, and how did Salling Group respond to that?
Well, of course, customers have turned towards online for non-food, but also for food. Our answer has first of all been to launch a home delivery concept on food to start with in the Copenhagen area. We actually pulled forward an initiative that was originally planned for 2022, as there is a massive demand for food online. From the initial drawings to full-blown operation has been done within a year. Another concept that has helped is click and collect, also covering food. Here we have seen a big growth, and we are now launching a mobile click and collect concept. We pick in a nearby hypermarket and deliver to a convenient place near you. In our brick and mortar stores, we have seen a lot of changed consumer behaviors. For example, more focus on home cooking, baking, do-it-yourself, home exercising, and also a major impact from the border trade towards Germany that has now been closed. We see more beer, wine, and confectionery sales in the border areas. But we also see more people working from summer houses areas, and a lot more has hit us. We have been impacted also by a decline in service level from our external suppliers. So all in all, many ongoing changes has put a lot of pressure on our supply chain operation, and of course also on the underlying system support.
So as the topic of our conversation is resilient supply networks, and the pandemic of course was a real test for resilience, what are your learnings, and how will this impact your innovation agenda with SAP?
Well, I think that our forecast and replenishment foundation is crucial to business, also, or even especially during a pandemic. Access to data and good reporting is a very important part. Just to mention one example, we daily monitor our stock level and inbound against our forecasted need from an article level to a category level for the coming 3 weeks to secure that we are in control and do not overstock or have out of stock risk. We work hard to constantly improve our forecasting foundation, and I would like to mention 2 strong initiatives here. The new allocation management system developed by SAP in partnership with Salling Group. The product is ready. It will use unified demand forecast and include capacity measures to optimize store allocations, including optimizing the volume that flow through the DCs behind it. It will also include a workflow system that will remove a lot of spreadsheets. Unfortunately, due to the acquisition of Tesco Poland, we have had to postpone this rollout to September this year. Another important thing is unified demand forecasting, or UDF, on promoted articles. We have rolled out UDF on a regular assortment that is running very nicely. We will now slowly start to let UDF forecast on our promoted articles. This will reduce the resources we today put into promotional forecasting, and it will also hopefully reduce stock levels and waste in our stores and DCs. With the two initiatives in place, we will have achieved our objective of one common forecast platform that cover both allocations and forecast on regular articles and articles on promotions. And our next step will be to build on top of this. We would like to be able to plan our ordering process better and reduce the level of last-minute changes. We also would like to include the cost perspective better. For example, what is the cost of a certain safety stock level?
The Salling Group also leads with a strong sustainability message. How does this translate to supply chain, and how does SAP help your efforts there?
There is a strong message from our customers and top management that sustainability must be on top of the agenda in almost everything we do. And that gives a good challenge here in IT and developing our supply chain processes. Of course, when we buy, we need to buy sustainable, prioritize local, reduce transport mileage and carbon footprint. We also need to do a lot of product tracing throughout the supply chain, and that requires a lot of IT support. Best before dates is another example where we constantly try to give the consumer as many days to consume as possible. And then, very importantly, we must reduce food waste towards zero. We see the journey with one common forecast platform as necessary for the next steps we have to take. And here we also very much rely on our strong collaboration with SAP. The new replenishment system will come with more focus on the cost of ordering, constantly balancing the cost of overstock, safety stock, presentation stock, load optimization against the risk of waste and out of stock. We constantly try to increase the quality of exception reporting to the decision takers in the supply chain to increase quality of decisions. And we would very much like to improve the collaboration with suppliers to constantly encourage to take optimal decisions with an end-to-end supply chain view.
As the software industry is moving towards cloud, and part of the cloud benefit is to free up time for strategic IT development and innovation, and especially with the SAP Industry Cloud concept as a way to accelerate innovation, you might actually be able to hit two birds with one stone, right? So could you share your cloud strategy with us?
Yes, we do not follow a strict cloud strategy. We need the functionality and the steady 24/7 operation to support the business with high quality solutions at lowest possible cost. So in some cases, we choose cloud, in others, we continue on premises. But it is right that we have started a collaboration with SAP on replenishment and order delivery scheduling as an industry cloud solution. But it's not only because it's a cloud solution, it's primarily because it's really interesting functionality for the users. One hope we have from IT is that we would be able to deliver much faster to the business than we are today in the current situation.
Perfect, Kim. Thank you so much for a great discussion. And maybe we can finish off with one last question that is more on the general side. So how do you see the future of grocery retail in general, and where will Salling Group go from here?
With better and deeper level of insights, I see a situation where technology will make it possible to improve decisions at micro level, article, day, hour, site, platform, because we increasingly understand the consumer and are capable of getting this knowledge into our forecast and ordering processes. And on top of this, collaborate better with our suppliers on information sharing to optimize our shared supply chain. So Salling Group will be able to even more efficiently serve our customers in the future.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you, audience, for joining us, and please enjoy the rest of Sapphire 2021.